The staff here at Me Teach Guitar likes to have fun. We like to rock out. We're not at the stage yet where you can join us rocking out. We're getting close though, so close. But I have to get through a couple more concepts with you, and I got to get through these minor chords, and then things will start getting easier. I can't show you the easier way to do things right off the bat, because then you'll never learn the proper way of doing things. So let's get through the proper ways first, and then I promise you things will get a little bit easier, and you will be rocking out. And you will be getting all your neighbors upset when you turn the amp up to 11. Another Spinal Tap shout out. All right, let's get through these minor chords. Last time we did the A minor, D minor, and E minor. So as I said in the last video, you have to get used to the concept of shapes. What position your fingers are in for any chord. And a lot of times we'll be able to move those fingerings to a different point and make a different chord. The last three chords, the minor chords, the D minor, the A minor, and the E minor, all very different shapes, specific shapes to those chords. These last four minor chords are two shapes shared. So two chords will have the same shape, just in a different place, and the last two will have the same thing. So let's get into it. Let's go with a B minor. So as you recall, the B major was the 2, 3, and 4 fingers on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd fret, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string on the 4th fret. And then I asked you if you could stretch all the way over with your first finger and bar those 5 strings on the 2nd fret. Go ahead and do it. If you can't stretch, just playing that bottom, that high E, the bottom string, with the 2, 3, and 4 pressed down is completely acceptable. There's your B major. So for the minor, we are again changing one note in that chord. So what we will be doing is again working from the first fret out. Your first finger stays on the high E on the 2nd fret. Your second finger will go to the 2nd string on the 3rd fret. And then your 3rd and your 4th will cover the 4th and the 3rd strings on the 4th fret. So this is the B minor. Compared to the B major, again, it just adds a little bit of that sadness element to the B major chord. So here's your B minor. Now we want a C minor next. All we have to do is move this entire shape up one string. So instead of starting on the 2nd, then the 3rd, then the 4th frets, we will keep these same fingerings and move them up one fret. So now the first finger is on the 3rd, the second finger is on the 4th fret, and the 3rd and 4th fingers are on the 5th fret. And here is your C minor. Here is your C major. Here is your C minor. You can hear the difference. I'm going to backtrack one more second. So remember when we played the B major like this, if we move this shape up one fret, we have another way to play the C major. Here's the C major. Also a C major, just I guess you would call it a different voicing. But it's the same notes making up the chord. Here's a C major, the way I showed you originally. And now here is a C major starting on the 3rd fret. And here is a C minor. I'm hoping you're grabbing this concept of moving shapes. Just like if you're on a piano and you hit any note, let's call it a C, pressing down on that key, let's call that a shape. One finger on a key, let's call that a shape. Now let's just move that shape up one key on a piano. It's the same shape, one finger on a key. But we're moving it to a different key. Let's go up one key to a D, pressing it. So it's the same shape, but on a different location on the keyboard. So now it's a different note. Same concept with the guitar. We're taking a shape, B minor, moving it up one fret to a C minor. Same concept on the guitar. If I hit this note on the low E, 6th string on the 1st fret, that is an F. If I take this shape, which is really just holding down one note, and move it up 2 frets, it is the same shape, but now it's a different note. It's a G. I know you got it. I'm beating it home. I'm beating it like a dead horse. So there you go. Now we know the B minor, and we know the C minor. Let's go to the last shape, which is going to be your F minor. So here is your F, as you recall. You're holding down the bottom 2 strings with your 1st finger on the 1st fret, and then we're going up a string to the 2nd fret, up a string to the 3rd fret. Now to play the F minor, we're keeping the 3rd finger where it is on the 3rd fret, 4th string. But what we're going to do is we're now going to cover the bottom 3 strings with your 1st finger, barring the bottom 3 strings. So F major to F minor. I know you can hear the difference there. There's your F minor. Move this shape up 2 frets, and now you have the G minor. G major, G minor, G major. Backtracking again, the same way we played the F major, going from the high E, 1, 1, and then 2, and then 3. F major, if we move this shape up 2 frets, it's now a G major. Here's a G major the old way. It doesn't sound the same, but it is the same chord. It is the same notes making up the chord. So F minor, move it up 2 frets, G minor. Now you know all 7 open major chords. You now know all 7 minor chords. You also have learned a couple different voicings for those major chords. You learned an alternate voicing for the G, which is the F major moved up 2 frets. And what was the other one we learned? The C. So instead of the C here, we play the C here. There you go. There is the concept. That's all we're doing today. Moving shapes changes the chord, changes the notes. You know all your major chords. You know your minor chords. Next time, one more step before we just start knocking it out of the park and rocking. At least I hope one more step, maybe 2. I don't know. We're getting there. Keep practicing.